Hi everybody, if I do just a quick video on repairing steering wheels. I've watched a few YouTube channels regarding this stuff, leather steering wheel repair kit, and some of the results have been really bloody good. This one isn't too bad. It's at the top. They normally get a bit of wear and tear around here where all the gangsters rest their hands there, but for some reason this one's got wear and tear down here in the bottom corners. So all I'm going to do is give it a good clean and then go through the contents of the box and yeah, see what the results are. Okay, so leather steering wheel repair kit. Comes with alcohol cleaner, liquid degreaser, leather binder, leather repair paint, 2 sponges, a lint 3 cloth, and a little bit of sandpaper in there. So let's have a look in the contents. Repair kit instructions. So there's your 2 sponges, which I assume would be for dabbing on. That's cleaning off. Only 1 cloth. What is that? That's the degreaser. Alcoholic cleaner. It's probably isopropyl alcohol or something like that. There's your base colour. That's like a paint. And that is leather binder. And a couple of pieces of sandpaper. 120 and 320. So quite fine and reasonably rough. From watching the videos, this is the most scary part, because it starts showing up bits and bobs that you've never even noticed. Because it's starting to make it go white here, look. Don't really have to put too much pressure on it. The sun is actually shining today and it's making me a little bit toasty in here. Yeah, that really widens it out in these areas. This is an important area for me because obviously the driver used to just sit there with his thumb on the steering wheel there and probably the other thumb up his arse. Or her arse. Let's not discriminate. I probably won't touch the centre piece. I don't think I need to do anything with that. There's a little bit around this side as well, which I didn't notice, so let's get that. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the degreaser with the little cloth. Doesn't really smell of anything. I don't know what I was hoping for. Right. see what this does. Of course, delivery driver with the noisiest of vans. This vehicle is reversing. This stuff seems to disappear quite quickly, so let's just keep it going. Although these are probably going to last quite a while. There's quite a bit in here. You could probably do around 10 steering wheels, depending on how bad of a condition they were in. Wasn't really helping, was it? My hand in the way. Right, that's the degreaser. Alcoholic cleaner. Sniff test. Oof. That's good. That's good stuff right there, man. I think there was quite a bit of grease built up in this little groove here. So you get the people driving like they're GT3 drivers. Like, there's quite a bit of mank coming off of it. Right, there's that bit done. Right, I'm going to leave that to dry. Probably going to leave it about 10 minutes, and then I will come back and we'll get started on step 4. Which is, after the previous steps, the leather may become fibrous or rough. Using the leather binder, these areas can be strengthened and repaired. So I don't think I really need to repair, but I will still use it. I will still use the binder on the leather. Yeah, we'll go from there. It says to apply the leather binder with the sponge. So oh, this is going to run. Look at that. It runs all over the place. It's quite not really creamy. It's more like water. Let's try and get it on. Let's bind that leather. It states you should do this 2 or 3 times. It's looking pretty good already, to be honest. I might have to use this on some garments I've got in the house. You know, up in the whipping room. Right, Gonna let that dry. Okay, so I put a couple of coats on and it's not tacky anymore. If it's still tacky, you need to let it dry some more. Okay, some more. Right, now it says to sand down with the 120, the quite fine sandpaper. To remove any fibres or anything like that. Doesn't really appear to be too much wrong with this steering wheel. It's it was almost not worth it for this little bit of area, but it was annoying me. So we'll clean it up and get rid. He wants you to use the alcohol wipe again once you've done that. I'd say use this quite liberally because using a little bit doesn't really do much area. But it smells so good. Maybe when you are doing this in your car, keep the door open and the window open, because the isopropyl alcohol is quite strong. Oof. Smells like knit lotion. Old school 1970s knit lotion. It used to blow your head off. Nuclear stuff. Right. So now we let that dry, and then we can apply the self-seal colourant with the unused sponge. I think that's probably where the magic's going to happen, isn't it? Let's get that on there. I was going to tape these pieces off, but they're not really silver. Maybe these bits here, but there's not that much damage there. So I'm just going to be very careful when I'm dabbing the colourant on that I don't overlap. I don't know what it would do to plastics, but I'm assuming it's not great. Now, let's dab some colour on this. I don't know if we should shake this up. Let's give it a go anyway. Some rando walking by. See, that's quite runny as well, so just be careful with that dripping off there, because you're supposed to dab this on. Dib dabs. Does anybody remember dib dabs? Just a lolly with sherbet. God, with that sun coming through the window, it gets quite tacky really quickly. I'm going to try and do this section around here where the sun's blazing in. Right. Oh, so there, I've got it onto there, so I'm going to clean that off later. Should have taped up. Hopefully it'll clean off okay. Now, here's the bit that I wanted to get rid of. I think that bit's probably going to take a couple of turns for it to soak into that little area. I don't know if you can see that well from the camera. What am I doing? Squeeze. There you go. That's better. Blend it in around the back. People looking at me weird in the car, wondering what I'm doing. What could I possibly be doing? Is that sun hitting that? Or is it just... What's happening? It was actually the sun shining through the window that's hitting the corner, right on the bit where I wanted to repair, thinking, why is that not darkening up? I don't know if you can see it there. It's where the sun... There it is. I got it. What an absolute idiot. Oh, right. So that is looking rather lovely. I'm going to wipe off the little bit of residue that I put on there. Let that dry for an hour or so. And then if it requires it, I will put another... That's still got some isopropyl on it. Let's get around there. Another old boy looking at me. All right, geez, all right. Just repairing my motor. Shine that badge up. Look at that. There. Right. I'm just going to let that dry. And then I will show you close up the result. Okay, so after a few hours, I've come back. As you can see, the sun's gone. Yeah, it's done a pretty good job. Doesn't look too bad. I might give it one more going over. There's a few areas where I've sanded it down, and I need to dab it again probably. But the problem corners were down here, and it came out okay. So yeah, nice and fresh and new looking, so I would highly recommend it. Although, like I say, mine wasn't really that badly damaged, but it's come up nice and made it feel nice and fresh again in here. Hope this video helped. Cheers, guys.